What's up, folks? Today we've got an update. Oh yeah, okay, camera lens is good. Alright, so anyways, check this out. We bought these hexagon lights to put in here, and I'll tell you what, they are awesome. I'm gonna put another strip right here. But check this out. Winners find a way, losers find an excuse. That's some good first decorations here in the shop. But for now, we've got an update on the Plow Jeep. So basically, y'all who have been here for a while, this is kind of where I started. This was, you know, obviously I do snow removal. I used to have big trucks. I used to do it all. And then we just kind of, my dad had a Jeep that he plowed with, and so he did really good. Like, we've got a lot of smaller properties and we have some bigger properties. And the Jeep just did fine. Like, he had a little TJ, little two-door. So anyways, I got the idea that I was going to put a Boss HTX V-Plow on here. So as you can see, we've got the Boss mount. So the last couple weeks, I've been doing some maintenance on this thing. And for one, the front four-wheel drive system, as far as the axle shafts and the CV joints here on the axle, those things have been bad. So they're still working, but all the bearings are shot. So I replaced that one over there. I didn't even think about this side, but I knew that side was bad because it was like clanking, making noises. Anyways, so got everything put back together. Put some new axles in the rear. Now, bearing wise, they were still good, but we were having some issues with this driving, and we've narrowed it down to the axle shafts and, well, basically the U-joints at the end of the axle. So they're bad and they're binding when we first start to drive. Now, when we first start to drive, it binds up a little bit, and then it frees itself, and then it's fine. But when we're turning, because these axles, I don't know how good you can see them, but because the U-joints are bad, it basically puts them at a different angle. So like they're not tight, they're loose, and they're just kind of, you know, one will fall and it'll droop, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we're going to fix this. I've got a part coming, but it was still doing it, so we went ahead and pulled the rear axles out, checked the bearings. So we got new axle shafts in the rear end. Other than that, as far as actual maintenance-wise and stuff on this Jeep, we haven't had to do a whole lot. So the only reason why I'm actually doing a lot of this stuff is because it's just routine maintenance type stuff. Obviously, the four-wheel drive system still works, but we don't want it to break on us while we're out plowing in four-wheel drive. So what are we doing? We're going to prevent that. So we're doing a little bit of preventative maintenance on this Jeep. So another thing that I kind of did was I went through and I checked my differential oil, and it was a little low. So we refilled that, and yeah, that's it. So update on the Plow Jeep. This thing's running strong. It's a good Jeep. I honestly, so when I did this work, some of the stuff is rusted as far as like the brakes. Not really the brakes, but the rotor. On the rear here, you know, as far as rust type stuff goes, we've got the emergency brake system in here. Some of that stuff was a little rusty, but other than that, I was underneath it quite a bit, checking out the undercarriage and stuff like that, right? Not as bad as I thought, to be honest. So here's to another good year of snow removal. So if something happens on this thing, great. Not gonna worry about it. This thing is put in, I don't know, I bought this thing in 2018. Started plowing with it that winter. It is now 2025, coming up on 2026. And she's still running strong, folks. So, anyways, let's check here real quick. Let me show you how many miles this thing's got on it. 169. Oh, 169,669. That's a number for you right there. Yeah. Anyways, so that's just an update on the Plow Jeep. Just for those who are curious, I don't know. Make this video hit 1 million views. Just kidding. I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna get back to work. We got a lot of things to do because we gotta clean up all this stuff. And the reason why we gotta clean up all this stuff is because I gotta put that in the other side of the shop. And then we gotta clear this all off. I gotta make this space right here. Gonna get this usable. And we're going to fix the rest of this Jeep. And by fixing the rest of it, we just need to put a new drive. Well, we ordered just a whole new axle shaft. Yes, I could just put a U-joint in, but we opted for just a whole new axle shaft for like 130 bucks. So anyways, we just went that route because, you know, that's just me. Sometimes it's easier for me just to buy a whole new set and just chuck it in instead of trying to get those rusted out U-joints out. I know it's easy, don't get me wrong, but I just want to do it. So, anyways, and then we got this side mostly cleared out. I got a little bit of salt back here. I got to put back in the other shop, and then clear out a little bit of this stuff so that hopefully we can put some insulation on this wall and this wall, and maybe get this stuff sheetrocked, and then work on the ceiling and stuff. Maybe get that sheetrocked. So I can easily pull down these lights. They're just hardwired in, so I can just unscrew them, pull them down, put some sheetrock up there if we go that route. Not gonna do a whole lot of stuff to this shop because I don't have big plans for this shop. Worst case scenario, I will be adding another shop onto the property, hopefully sooner than later. But anyways, we're gonna get started on this stuff right here. So y'all have a good day. Smile every day. Smile every day. When you wake up, just smile. Be grateful for all the things you have. If you're not happy with certain things in life, just realize you have the power to change that. You do. And remember that. Remember that.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way